How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 8 of Andor. This episode is titled Narkina 5. Yeah, last episode we saw the aftermath of the Aldhani heist and the beginning of a new story arc, I'm pretty sure, where, Andor decided to go back to Ferrix. Didn't pan out because he was going to, bring his mother with him and go find another planet somewhere where they can start a new life, basically. The mother didn't want to go because her place is Ferrix, her home is Ferrix, and she's a rebel. And she wants to stick it to the Empire, considering they're in Ferrix right now. So yeah, basically Marva and Cassian go their separate ways. But, we do learn a little bit of backstory when it comes to Cassian's father, Clem. We learn how he died. There was a riot about to start. He got in the middle of it and ended up getting killed, basically. Or he tried to stop it, not get in the middle of it. He tried to stop it. Also, Andor visited Bix on Ferrix, and we learned that they did have a relationship in the past. So that's good to know, I guess. And apparently now Luthen wants Cassian dead. So he told his assistant, I can't remember her name, to tell Val that we need to go kill Andor. So Val's now hunting Andor, potentially with Cinta. It would make sense. Cinta's still out there and one of the only remaining members of the rebel crew from the Aldhani shit, right? No idea how Val is going to find Cassian in the first place, though, considering at the end of the episode he visited a new planet called Niamos, which is a nice beach planet, and was actually filmed in Cleveland, which I've been there before. It's a decent place, it's alright. It was a while ago. I didn't recognise it because it was a long time ago when I went. But yeah, while he was on this planet, he basically got arrested for basically doing nothing. And now he's in prison for 6 years, or has a sentence of 6 years, because the Aldhani shit has kind of made the sentences go up. Because originally his sentence was meant to be 6 months, and now that's 6 years. Well, shit. And we did see Dedra, who took Blevins' position on Ferrix, and Karn got a new job. That basically sums it up. So let's stop dilly-dallying around with this shitty recap and get right into the fucking episode. Don't you look at me. 6 years, dude. He's going to escape.
What is that? What's Narkina 5? I'm a tourist!
What the fuck was that cut? You have the music vamping up and then it just cuts to that. That was great. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. 2 monitors on the side. What was it? What? Oh, I thought they freed them. Looks like he's about to be disciplined. Oh!
I'm Lieutenant Dedra. I'm the ISB supervisor for the Morlana sector. Both had our mornings interrupted because you keep submitting requests to the Bureau of Standards data center looking for Cassian Andor.
Cassian Andor is a murderer and a threat to the Empire. I'm just trying to clear my name.
One would think you'd want to leave Ferrix as far behind as possible.
One would be wrong. I wasn't allowed to see the report.
You signed it.
I was given no choice.
We should be upstairs by now.
Give him Blevins' report, let him read it, keep him in there.
Of all days.
We have time.
Narkina 5. Name of the episode. Roll credits. Oh god. Oh wait! Wasn't there something like this in Bad Batch?
My full report highlights the prevalence of this problem
Hey,
galaxy-wide.
Yo, Armin.
I'm listening.
No! I don't know what that noise was. Don't question it.
Andor. He was wanted for the murder of 2 corporate security officers.
This is quite the wish list. It's a large investment.
It's a fraction of the price of lost technology. Ferrix was a mistake. It's the first one he's made. Find Andor and get a hunt started.
Oh, and we're approaching the end of the season, so shit's about to pop off soon. I fucking hate how Yularen's just completely changed from how he was in Clone Wars. It pisses me off. He's like a completely different character. So why are we barefooted? Whoa! Jesus. Ugh!
That was level 1 of 3.
That's why you've got to be barefooted, so they can torture you, basically. See, like, look at their boots.
You told Lieutenant Levin that Andor was in the company of an older man, tall, wearing a cloak.
Grey cloak, grey, green. I heard his voice. I'd recognize it.
That's not good enough though, because the universe is so fucking big. As if you'd find that one guy with that one specific voice.
It's also clear that whatever this is more important than the death of 2 corporate security guards. It could be a valuable asset going forward.
Raise the alarm one more time, and it won't be me you're speaking to.
Yolan, or the Emperor.
Zaprod, if I have to use it, you remember it. Yes?
Alright, sure.
Yes. Let's go. Move. Step forward and stop. Now, move.
Ready on the floor?
Looks good.
Prep for door?
On program.
Oh god. He's serving 6 years for basically doing nothing. I mean, he was up to something, but...
I said step off now. Move.
God, that floor, dude.
Level 5.
Is that Andy Serkis?
The D is for day shift.
It is. Yeah, oh yeah, it is. I can tell. That the back of the head. Yes!
I'm a 5 unit manager.
It's fucking Snoke, dude.
There you go. Table 5. See it? At the bottom? Last place. That's you. I have 249 days left of my sentence.
Alright.
Losing hope. Your mind. Keep it yourself.
I mean, there's no way we're gonna spend 6 years here, right?
Targa. Ula. Ham.
Oh, great. Let's learn a completely different crew, just for them all to die.
Hey, new guy. Prepare to fry.
Keith.
What? What's his name?
Stand back. Watch what I do, exactly what I do.
Wait, what?
2D shift productivity levels are unacceptable. As ever, the least productive table will be disciplined.
This is interesting. Wait, did they kill all of them? If they're not productive? Like, he looks so overwhelmed. Ew.
Saving the Empire from the Emperor.
Do you remember Farron at 15?
No, let's not. The rebels might have thought that over before blowing up Aldani.
Hmm.
The new banking regulations are making life difficult.
Difficult or impossible?
Leader. We've met.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I should find Dad. Nice to see you.
He's like right over there. Like, you probably just walk past him. Like, what?
So we've given up on hiding it?
How much are we worrying about?
So there's been a bit of a time jump here since last episode. Who's that?
Oh, I was just coming to get you.
What's up with Andor? Why is he so, like, scared? Oh, he's communicating over there. How far does it go down? Oh, quite a bit.
The Emperor's primary charge is to protect us.
I'm at great risk of ingesting too much of this nourishing Chandrilan hospitality.
This is our block. You see the white lights? It's the floor. White is cold, red is hot.
Walk to the new man.
Okay, Kino.
Kino.
Water, nightlight, toilet flips down, got a plate,
What?
spoon, and shaver.
You have no privacy?
Don't worry, you learn to eat it. This will be cleaned every day, and that is your tab. They doubled everyone's number last month. PORD. Can't help but wonder what people are saying.
What's he up to?
The resentencings,
I'm sorry.
all the rebel activities.
It's rebel nonsense.
We're the ones get punished.
There's consequences for the shit that happened in Aldani, dude.
You don't walk in your sleep, do you?
What?
You'll find out.
Cassian, get on the fucking thing. Did they get fried off screen? Is that why, like, Cassian was, like, hyperventilating, basically?
Ah, here she is. Your embassy hostess. No, Mon became a senator at 16.
So this is where you met?
No, we'd already been married a year.
Wait, what? At 15? The fuck?
You seemed hay.
No, he left. He said he had an early morning.
Cassian's smart. We're gonna get a prison break, 100%. Is the sentence only on the floor? Like, do you have to touch the floor? I was thinking, like, maybe you could, like, maneuver across. 30 shifts later. So how long is 30 shifts? Like, at least 30 days? I don't want to see arse, dude. So what are they making exactly? Like, what is this? Is it connected to, like, some Imperial weaponry? Because it kind of looks like the Imperial logo there.
You just taking a breather. Come on, guys. You got a chance of winning the shift today.
Oh shit.
What have you done now?
Apparently I'm throwing a party.
I heard the boys had to carry you back here.
Yeah, I heard.
I'll stay here much longer.
Good luck with that.
What about the daughters of Ferrix? She's a past president.
Wait, past president? Oh, it's her. Vel. And Cinta?
Where did you go?
We're gonna have to call the meeting. There's gotta be something we can do. What's up?
I need to look for something in the back.
Is she going to contact Cassian or Luthen? Because we haven't seen Luthen this episode. Yep, there we go. Perfect cut.
We're not answering. We can't.
Might have a lead.
More likely it's the ISB working her radio.
You're guessing.
And you're slipping. You were desperate for Aldani to work, and it did. And we'll find him, just not like this.
Vel was out hunting. She and Cinta. Are they in Ferrix yet? I'm not slipping, Leia. I've just been hiding for too long.
I mean, there's no point in trying again. Wait, is she trying someone else? Coruscant? Is that Luthen?
Coordinate alternatives for Segra Milo.
Calculate.
Don't, dude. What if you just start sleepwalking? Oh! Jesus. Uh-oh. Why are we doing this again? Because of the Morse code thing, right? Don't act sus. What the fuck? Why is he walking and then screaming like that? Jesus. Also, I wouldn't run out in the open, because you're just going to run into someone. At first I thought it was fucking Plo Koon. Also, there's an X-Wing.
Garrison at Aldani. Is that you?
Saw Guerira. I love that he's just like took this role and he always comes back given the chance.
Anto Krieger. I want you to meet him.
Anto Krieger.
He's been probing the Imperial Power Station at the Spell House. He's found a weakness in the defenses. It may take... Whatever our final version of success looks like, there's no chance any of us can make it real on our own.
I'm not for hire.
Think of it.
I'm so curious what happens to him.
Think of Spell House in flames.
Galaxy Partitionist! They're lost!
Have they done some de-aging there? It might just be makeup.
I'm a coward.
Hmm.
I'm a man who's terrified the Empire's power will grow beyond the point where we can do anything to stop it. Well, anarchy is a seductive concept.
She got caught. Kidding me? Isn't Dedra her? Because she took over from Blevins, right? Yep. Maybe? Yep.
I wanted to see him. What are you doing? Get him out of here. Quickly.
You two, with me.
She's fucked. Fucking Empire. It's so crazy that Andy Serkis is in this episode. God damn it! But yeah, another episode down. I do feel like it's still following that format of 2 slower episodes than a big one to end off the story arc, which is Andor in prison and the stuff on Ferrix, right? But like, I was hoping that Cassian would maybe like look at certain things to maybe see a way to escape, and he could use that little information he got this episode, next episode. Because it definitely seemed like he might not even escape next episode, unless there's a massive time jump in between this episode and the next one. But that won't really work with Bix. But I do wonder if like Dedra's going to get some information about Luthen from Bix, or Vel and Cinta could save her, maybe. I am curious why the Empire wants Bix. Is it because of Luthen, maybe? Maybe Karn gave them some information? I don't know though. Because how's Karn going to come back into it? Like, you had a bit of him this episode, but I'm just curious to see how he comes face to face with Andor again. Because that's going to be an interesting scene, I feel like. Also, that prison's fucked. getting fried like that. Like that guy that killed himself at the end because he couldn't handle the pressure. Is the sensors, do you have to like touch the floor to get fried? Or can you like move across? I don't know how that'd help you though. Because you still need to touch the floor to get through the door anyway, so... Or the wall. But yeah, it was pretty fucking cool to see Saw Guerira back. It's been a while though. I think the last time we saw them... Maybe it was Bad Batch? I don't think so. It might have been actually. You know, like early Bad Batch. I think. If not, it would have been Jedi Fallen Order. I do wonder if they de-aged him, because he definitely looked younger. And I'm very curious to know what happens to him in between this time and Rogue One. Because shit happens. Also, wouldn't he have Jin? Yeah. Because doesn't he like kind of adopt her in a way and she's with him? How soon before Rogue One is Andor? I think it's 5 years, right? So I don't think Jin would be with Saw. No, I don't think she would be. Because I think she like does her own thing for a little bit, you know? That's where we see her in Rogue One. Damn, there's still a lot that's going to happen then. Because it doesn't feel like it's been that long. I mean, we don't know how much time passed in the prison. Because it said 30 shifts later, but I assume that's just like a month. You know? Because I swear I saw something that this show would span the next like few years. Like the first season would be like the first 2 years, and then season 2 will be the next 3. It's kind of crazy how confident they are in this show. So did Cassian get fried again? Because there was a cut, and then he was in that line, and he was shaking and sweating, and his eyes were dead like wide. You know? So I'm curious, like he must have been fried, because I think like the guy even said like getting fried twice in one day isn't ideal, pretty much. That's fucked though. Like, you see what he did to them when they first got into the prison? And I also find it funny as fuck that the ISB is looking for Andor and he's in an Imperial prison. So from what I've read, apparently last episode was a standalone one. Because this episode is actually the first episode of this little story arc. Which actually makes a lot more sense now, considering Andor didn't really do too much in this episode. Like, he got introduced to the prison system, and that was it. Similar to how we got introduced to the Rebel crew in episode 4, right? So, that makes a lot more sense. Because if he was going to escape prison next episode, like if it was the 3-episode format, we'd see more signs of him looking for ways to escape. So we're going to see that next episode. However, that's going to make episode 10 interesting, because that might be hard for me to react to, because God of War's coming out that day, and I don't have enough time in the day to react to Andor and stream and play God of War Ragnarok. And by the way, and if you want to see that, check out my gaming channel. It should be on the channels tab on this channel, or in the description if I'm in the mood to put it in the description. We'll see. I might try my hardest to get episode 10 out though. It might be a little bit late, and then I assume episode 11 and 12 will be a 2-parter. It would make sense. Also, I wasn't expecting Snoke in this episode. Fucking Andy Serkis did. That's big. That's a big get for this show. But it's so weird considering he plays Snoke, even though Snoke was such wasted potential. Thank you, sequel trilogy. And the fact that the Aldani mission fucked over everyone, because now the Empires are being a bit more aggressive with their sentencing. Like, for example, like Cassian getting 6 years instead of 6 months. Jesus. Even though I enjoyed the episode for what it was, it definitely felt like the weakest in the show, if you get my drift, you know? Like, it was slow, but at the same time it didn't really push the story that much further, right? Like, the stuff on Ferrix did, but that's about it, you know? Because I doubt any of the prison shit really matters that much, considering we don't see any of them characters in Rogue One, you know? And that's the problem with a prequel, because when we know Cassian's going to get out. It's just a question of how. And the Mon Mothma stuff this episode was a little bit, like, lackluster, you know? Like, I think more stuff happened last episode with Mon Mothma than this one. but we're definitely building towards something. I hope that, you know, after this little arc, we kind of move away from this format, though. Like, this first part, second part, third part. Because, like I said, like, the past few episodes, I think the format is going to get very old very quickly. And I hope they don't do this format for Season 2. Because I think Season 2 should be very different from what they're doing in this season. Have each season be very unique to the other. Even though I'm really enjoying this show, it does kind of suck to hear that it's not doing as well as it should be doing. It's like one of the best Star Wars products we've had in a while, and nobody seems to care. And that might be just down to Disney and what Disney have done to Star Wars, and people just don't give a shit about Star Wars anymore, which is fair. Or because it's got Cassian in it and people aren't too familiar with Cassian, but then Mandalorian pops off, so I don't know. Because no one was familiar with Mandalorian. But Baby Yoda made that show kind of popular, right? And maybe what else hurts the show is the fact that it's set in the same era as the main Skywalker saga. I want to see some fucking Old Republic shit, dude. As a fan, and I definitely think that'll do much better than, you know, this show. Even though I'm not saying this show's bad, it's just I'm kind of fed up of the Republic and Empire storyline. I want to see some new shit, you know? Something fresh, something new. But not the sequel stuff. Old Republic. Let's go way before Clone Wars and the Separatists and all that shit. Let's see Revan. Let's see fucking Bane. Like, that's the shit I want to see. Pretty good episode. I will say it's probably the slowest of the show so far, and that's mainly down to the fact that Cassian's in prison. You know, we're not pushing the plot forward for him as a character, and we know he's going to escape as viewers, right? But yeah, we've got 4 episodes left. I'm very excited to see how they, like, connect all the tissues coming towards the end of the season, and how they even wrap up the season. Because it's going to have to be a big cliffhanger, I assume. Maybe we do get K2 at the end of the season. Be interesting. So yeah, that basically wraps up my shitty review. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.